And thanks for being with Casey and I here on Rail Moments on Veterans Day. And we couldn't think of a better place to go than Ringgold, Georgia. And let me turn this down while we talk. We've got the bird cam on, and as you know, it has a scanner. And so we're listening to it. And we are here in Ringgold, Georgia. And like I said, I couldn't think of a better place to be on Veterans Day to honor our veterans and to think back at the price that they've paid and for their service. And to all of you and to the memory of those, thank you from Casey and I here on Rail Moments. And why did we pick Ringgold? A whole lot of reasons. Going back to the Civil War, this is where the general went past before it stopped. Just a couple miles to the north of us, up about the 116.5 where the monument is. This is an old sighting. Haven't crawled over there to see what year, but you can just tell by some of the ties how weathered it is. But they still use it as an MOV, I'll get it out, an MOW. There you go, maintenance of way sighting. A lot of times when they have, when they're working this section, they'll store the rail cars here that night to all the cars that are working. So it's still in use. For those of you who remember train versus excavator, that happened about 4 blocks north of where we are. And as a matter of fact, and I'll pan here in a little bit, but we're up on a walkway over downtown, the Main Street drive through. And just a few hours ago, right down there, it is a very low clearance bridge. And some guy took his truck through there, took the top right off, and there he got stuck down in. So, the other cool thing about Ringgold is the entire town has flags up for everyone that served for our country. And they put them up twice a year, I believe it is. It's an organization. It's not the city that does it, from what my understanding is. It's a private organization that pays for and maintains all the flags, puts them up. They have the markers, and they're all throughout the entire town, all the streets. It's just beautiful. There's a little breeze. It's just incredible, that look. So we just thought today would be a perfect day, since it is Veterans Day, to come out, catch a CSX. We are on the CSX W&A sub top track right there. You've also heard us talk about the viewing platform here in Ringgold. It's right over there. There's the Ringgold Fire Department, the Great Locomotive Chase Park, all right here. One of those stops where you must visit for rail fanning and the history. Unbelievable. And we're going to do a panoramic of the area where we are, and you'll see the mountains behind us just still have a touch of color. Normally by now you can find a leaf. So I'm going to go ahead and get the dead cat, put it on, lessen this noise a little bit, because like I said, we're watching the roofs of the cars go by and the lights flash that say this clearance is 11 feet 7 inches. And there's numerous signs there that say 11 feet 7 inches, don't come. But it still happens. Sorry there's a little ad coming up while we're watching the bird cam. Like I said, we've got the bird cam on where we can see anything coming south. So the 122, and we're about the 114. So 128, my apologies. So we're about 14 miles apart. So we'll have a heads up. There is a train between here and going north, a CSX train. They're on, and we're going to guess he's there at the Graysville siding. And we are also looking for the Spirit of Law Enforcement that is scheduled to come through here. You all saw him go through Bridgeport about 18 hours ago, and he's been sitting outside of the Wauhatchie area without a crew, and as my understanding, he was to get a crew at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, let's kind of just sit back, see what unfolds. That train there on the siding, he's there for a reason. It's not a normal spot where they leave something, so he must have something coming north or going south. And like I said, I'm keeping an eye on the Dalton cam and the bird cam. Dalton from us at the 99. So you do the math, about 15 miles. Warren and some of the others are going to Tunnel Hill, about 7 miles from us, south of us, where they're hoping to see, where they're hoping to see the Spirit of Law Enforcement as well. Lighting gets a little iffy here. Sun setting over there to the west. So let's kind of take a look at the area. Well, we got good light. And that's behind me, the historic 1800s Ringgold Depot. I want to thank everybody for being on. And if y'all didn't know, Ringgold is famous for the fact that Dolly Parton got married here. They did a huge mural on the side of the ice cream store not too long ago. And like I said, the flags are throughout the entire town, lined on all the streets. It's just beautiful to drive through. Here in front of the depot, you can see a number of them. Hubert Nelson, World War II. Next to me is Leo O. Williams, the Korean War. And there is a look at downtown Ringgold here in the evening as the sun is starting to set. And as you can see, we're on a walkover bridge. We're on a public walkover bridge. Right here at the kind of the east end of the business district. Of Ringgold, Georgia. Over there behind you saw that dome next to the city offices where the police department is. And right there, dead center, there is the viewing platform. And like I said, you hear all the traffic going under us. Hello, Cody. Hey, Green Bean. Yeah, it's my understanding that he has been sitting over in Waxahachie since yesterday at some point, like I said, about 18 hours ago, waiting on a crew. And to my understanding, he caught a crew at 4 o'clock today. And those cars that go underneath there come out right over there. Hey, Ken. Hello, Brian. Hey, everybody. Great to have y'all jump on. Like I said, our first purpose is a tribute to Veterans Day. And as the sun starts to drop, accenting our hills and the color that's starting, that is the W&A subline that you see. We are single track here through Ringgold. And there is an old siding. Like I said, they still use it. Now, as the sun starts to set, it does accent our hills, gives it more color than we really do have, but it does give you an idea that we are finally getting started. Down there at the end of the road is our waste treatment plant. One of our street lights, well, it looks like 2 of our street lights have popped on. This direction is looking south towards Cody down in Tunnel Hill. Green Bean, refresh my memory. I think you're down that way. Oh, there is no question. Right now would be a perfect moment. Just give you an idea how close we're getting. There's a look to the west. And those clouds kind of accent our sun as it sets. As you can see, every one of the placards holding each flag throughout the entire town has the name of a veteran on it. And there again is a look at downtown Ringgold. And as you can see, we are right on top of everybody. Cody, Warren, I don't know if you know Warren. Warren's headed down to Tunnel Hill as we all hope to see the spirit of law enforcement tonight, or this afternoon, or this evening. You pick what time you want to call it. I said, that's just a few of the flags that are just lined every street, about the same distance as what you see them up here on the bridge, the pedestrian bridge that we're on. As we continue to look, on the cams to find something north or southbound coming our way here on Veterans Day, where we wanted to take a moment to respect and honor all those that have served for our country, to protect our right to vote and the freedoms that we have, as we all just recently voted. I guess I can take y'all on a little walk. I know it gets all kinds of bouncy, but while we are waiting on some train action to go along with Veterans Day, let's go ahead and do that while we got a moment. Like I said, we do know that we have a southbound holding above us. Like I said, we are on a pedestrian bridge. Goes up and over. Charles Eskew, Korean War. Bob Sargent, Korean War. There's a look at downtown Ringgold. And our sunset. As they go under. And right here underneath us is the CSX overpass, which has been there forever. And just a few short hours ago, they had to unwedge a truck out of there. There's lights and what have you throughout the town. Clyde Cox, Vietnam War. The bridge that we're on is the Barger Bridge, in honor of Mayor Joe Barger. And just kind of give you a little look at what back in the day, back in the 1860s, the look. Here at the Freight Depot, which is now the Opry House Venue Center. You see that siding? One day we'll check, see what the age is of that siding. But they still use this for maintenance away. There's the viewing platform just across the way. Benches, got a speaker and everything. You can hear the traffic. There's the fire department. And there's our voting center. They've got everything all nicely mowed and what have you for us. So we're talking about taking a look over here at downtown. As the sun sets across the way, a brilliant glowing, as we use that term so many times. that truck fit underneath? And the last guy that tried, John Ingram, Charles Reed. But again, all through the area. Our flags are up. Courthouse yard along the streets. It's just incredibly beautiful setting. Oh, here comes dinner. What are you guys hungry for?
This is dessert.
Oh, even better yet, we're going to skip dessert. So, back to our bridge. There's the path that we came across. Our flags. Again, as you can see, everybody going under us. Hopefully everybody that's over 11.7 doesn't try it while we're up here. That would probably scare me a little bit. As we look off to the west and make our way back to our perch. So, for the moment, up you go. You can take your seatbelt off now. And the train that we were looking at going through Dalton is an NS intermodal with 3 NS locomotives on the head end. As our cloud line lights up, as the sun sets to the west, and its radiance goes against the clouds. So, to the north, we know that we have CSX on the siding of us. As we look at the Ringgold Depot, here on Veterans Day from Ringgold, Georgia. If anybody has any updates on the spirit of law enforcement, like sitting up there or was sitting up there at Waxahachie, hopefully he's cleared 23rd Street and on his way south, but again, we don't know for sure where he is. We just know where he was. So, we're going to hang out here trackside for a little while. We're going to scout out if we find any electricity. And here's Mr. Warren, so y'all excuse me for a moment while I catch up with Warren. I'll be right back. Yes, sir. Yeah, the depot right downtown, right next to the train, right by the where are you coming from? Are you gonna come down to Ringgold Road? Just come down to Ringgold Road and it dead ends and you have to make that turn left or right. You make a right and as soon as you go underneath the track, you go left and you yeah, when you come down Ringgold Road, you go by the stop, and then you go past the fire department, and then it dead ends. Turn right, you're gonna go about a block. You'll be underneath the track. As soon as you go underneath the track, you're gonna make a left, and there's a parking lot right before you. I see you here. Okay. All right, that was an update from Warren. And the spirit of law enforcement has finished in Waxahachie, is now ready to start making his way south. So we're going to see if I can find some electricity. We could actually set up some lights here. If not, after a bit, we'll move on over there where the lights from the voting center do help light up trackside. And like I said, we still have a southbounder exiting to the north of us, just past the bird cam. So y'all make yourself at home, get comfy, and I'll be back. And Warren may stop by and say hi, he said. Well, everybody, we found an outlet. So now, let's see if it works. Let me get something that's electrical. Y'all sit tight. Well, everybody, you're not going to believe this, but I found some power. Let's see if we can't make this work where we've got some lighting. As the evening settles here over Ringgold, Georgia. Hey everybody, that was Warren, and he was just giving us an update. Our spirit of law enforcement has not been cleared past 23rd Street yet, so he's still someplace between 23rd and Waxahachie. And in the meantime, we're going to see if this plan for power works. So y'all don't go nowhere.
Yes, thank you, Joe.
My car's where? And everybody going home on Veterans Day from work as they disappear right underneath the railroad track. And that horn you hear is in Dalton, watching the CSX track. So we do not have a train at the moment. right. Well, by golly, we have power. So, all we need now is our train. Hello, sir. Setting it all up right now. I just hope they're having a party inside. Just hope I don't blow the circuits. Yep. 45 minutes to an hour because so far there's been no traffic north. And we still have the one sitting above us. At, I'm going to guess, crazy. Right now, he's good to go. You know where I am. Awesome. Okay, deal. Well, everybody, good news. He has been cleared through 23rd Street. So that means the spirit of law enforcement is officially 18 hours later back on a roll coming south. And we are ready. How cool is that? We have a meeting with Casey in a little while. So we're here for the time being. Hopefully the train gets here before it's studio time. just kind of hanging out, enjoying the day. Sorry there, now you're back in focus.
Alright, thank you. Here we go. Taxi spot, up.
It's not like being in Dalton, but hey, it is a cool spot next to our flags here at the Ringgold Depot on Veterans Day, next to the historic W&A, which goes from Waxahachie down to Kennesaw, where in Big Shanty they got a hold of the general that day. So we're gonna hang out for a while, and as you all know, the spirit of law enforcement is back on the track and rolling south. Green Bean, you are correct. He is lined out at 23rd. As you know, 23rd Street from here is not that far, and so far he's got no traffic in front of him. So, we got the bird cam on. We're set up. We're ready. Not sure what else we could do other than have our guest present. So, it looks like we will see the spirit of law enforcement tonight here in Ringgold, Georgia, at the historic Ringgold Depot. As the traffic goes underneath us, you can see the yellow flashing light from the low clearance lights, where earlier today, one brave truck driver attempted to take his truck that was too tall through that old concrete surrounded railroad bridge. Actually, I guess you'd call it a railroad underpass, because it's closed all the way around. And even though his gallant attempt was a surprise to him, he did fail on his mission to get that oversized truck squeezed through that little hole that says, hey, 11 feet, 7 inches is all you get. You can see we have lots of traffic tonight. And far across the way is our incredibly beautiful sunset. Next to Lee O. Williams from the Korean War, his flag, preserving his memory.
protect the train, so we let the NS get the opportunity to play, and we'll get in a better spot to talk to them. And I have them come to you on the road, Chuck. Thank you. See you next weekend.
And our train number is 141, led by CSX, Spirit of Law Enforcement, locomotive 3194. Hey, Green Bean, why don't you run up there and hold one, and then we'll all watch it while you're holding that camera. Yeah. Good news is, he's on a roll, sounds like. He's got till 7:30 before we have to call it a night. So we're all set up here on Veterans Day, thinking about which each one of those flags stands for as we overlook Ringgold, Georgia. And you are looking southbound towards Tunnel Hill.
Lined up correctly. Yeah. Just come on down, yes, we'll go with that. Down, couple up to number 2, there's been last field again. Down here, down, just couple up to that.
And the breeze came and the breeze left. That was cool for the moment. Here at the Ringgold Depot, where we are waiting on the spirit of law enforcement and honoring our vets on Veterans Day. As you look over downtown Ringgold. And yes, all those cars are going right underneath us. We're on the pedestrian bridge over Main Street. everybody, we have guests. Warren has arrived. And in the meantime, since I didn't think we were going to be here this long, we started off with a phone not fully charged. So that we don't have a crisis, and it's always Murphy that shows up. But the time that train gets here, we have a power problem. So to make sure that doesn't happen, we're gonna throw some power in here just to make sure. We don't want to sit here and test our patience for all this time just to find out it's gonna get even darker when that train comes by, because we didn't have any juice. So, cords on. Let's put the cap back on. So since the wind kind of comes and goes, sorry there for the motion. They're all on there.
142 with the 4708. What's the date on your train and also your record ID?
That is CSX Dispatch, you hear?
All right, and how can I help you, sir?
Tell him to hurry up and go.
All right, just one moment. Let me take a look at
All right, we've got the extra power. We're listening to see what's up with our train. Our train is 142.
It's 141. It's a southbound.
Oh, well, I guess it's 141. We'll just pick a number that works tonight. Somebody's going to have a good trip.
Yes, sir. You're very welcome.
As they're off to wherever. Well, we watch everybody going home here at the scene of the crash earlier today, where that truck tries to squeeze through that little hole under us, and he was not very successful. Crash told me about it. He did have some pictures of it. If y'all are still on Crash, tell everybody where to see it. And it won't be our last, and it certainly wasn't our first stuck underneath there. Warren has pulled up and he's hanging out with y'all. He's gonna go set up in a little while down in, you're gonna go to Tunnel Hill? He's gonna go to good old Tunnel Hill, another historic place. And it's got the tunnel you can go in, all kinds of cool things in Tunnel Hill. Won't take you long to go through Tunnel Hill, but it is a cool place. There's an outlet up. So I found further up, so my second set of lights has a defect in it, so I had to send them back. And it's going to take them a month to replace them. Ken here in Ringgold, you never know. We could have another truck stuck underneath there any minute. It wasn't that long ago we had a grocery truck, a massive, great big grocery truck, came from Florida. And he hit that thing so hard he was wedged underneath there. It took them a while to get that one out, and that wasn't too long ago. So it's kind of regular here. There's all kinds of signs before you get here, flashing lights, notices, what have you, but somehow it still happens. Meanwhile, they're inside having a party, and as you saw, they didn't invite us to have any of the food they carried in. Kind of hard to see our flags over there at the moment, kind of waving there. The breeze comes, the breeze goes. Here at the the Ringgold Depot. Yeah, I spent so much time in Dalton, I get confused where I am. So that sign pop up there on the end, it's like, oh, we're in Dalton again. Oh, no, we're not. We're in Ringgold tonight. Not used to being here at night. Once the sun goes down, it does get dark. And this great plan of daylight savings time where it's bright super earlier in the morning, and then it's dark when y'all head to the tracks with me. And you want to talk about dark, there is the Ringgold viewing platform right next to the tracks, and it doesn't look like the lights that we have are working or someone hasn't set the timer. But that is a really cool place right there. And you get a great view left to right and of the crossing down there. And like I said, don't forget our reason number one, Veterans Day, to remember our vets. And a special thank you to all of them that are currently serving and in memory of those from the past. As our flag flies over the overpass here. How you know? Well, we have good news. Not only is the good news the fact that Warren is on site with us, make sure we stay out of trouble, but our feature train has crossed 23rd. He has officially crossed 23rd Street.
I don't think he's crossed 23rd Street now, but I think he did a little bit ago.
So he is by 23rd Street. So for those of you that are familiar with the south end of the Debucks Yard, kind of the same concept there as in Dalton, CSX and NS Cross. So sometimes they can get tied up for a while, but once he gets over that, he'll be at the 133.9 momentarily, as you know, from being up at the cliff or Coffee's Cliff. And where we are right now is about 114.
I mean, but I guess the thing is, up there at Graysville is the 121.6.
Because the 116.5 is where the marker is. So you guys do the math. Now, if he'll just pour it to it, we will have our guest before long, but you still got time to make a sandwich. And as you all said a little while ago, yes, Derry, that was the star truck of the day that wedged that truck. All my groceries were in that truck. And he put it in there way deep in there, if you all remember seeing those pictures. But yeah, your memory's right, Derry. Hey, Cody, are you going trackside to see this? You know Cody? Oh.
I've been out there quite a few times just to go see friends on trains. I've seen Eli, I saw Andrew,
Cody, where are you going to go? Out of curiosity, where do you have light down there?
First one I've ever seen. I've got one from Andrew Cow and one from then another one I got was actually my audio corrupted from my 18E 4822 video, so I have no audio. Actually, as a fun fact, Eric, he was on 188 today and he was stopped outside my house. Yeah. Eric was stopped outside my house on 188. I didn't see him right until I heard his voice on the radio. Yeah, Eric.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Every day in my world is like another day in paradise. Spirit of law enforcement coming our way.
Yeah, he went through. He's been up here the past 3 or 4 days.
Watch the obstacle course.
All right, we'll be good.
I just toss it out over and see if it's found down there first.
Oh, great. You're kidding me. Well, that's what I got, at least in this school. I mean,
We need that bus too, though. Where you going? Bus to Atlanta, right? Get your bus started to Atlanta. Probably we're parked up there on the main.
Need a bus to Atlanta. Guess he doesn't like his train, he's gonna get in a bus. Just put your thumb out and hop on the next train going south. Somebody will pick you up.
Consulting district.
Jerry, we're pending an update right now, so just sit tight for a moment. Obviously, he hasn't hit the bird cam, and there's a question mark that he might be having an issue, but don't go to the bank on that comment yet. As you know, every time we want to chase something, it turns into train time, not our time. As we are still working on seeing our first train of the day. And someplace north of us, and again, assuming that it's at the Graysville crossing, is the train that we saw when we first got here today on the monitor, where he still hasn't made it. As you can see, the breeze has kind of dropped. Our flags were all stretched across, and now they're all taking a rest as everybody continues to go under us here on the walking bridge. And after they go under us, they go under the tracks. Let's hear what our next conversation is. As you can see across the way to the right, that is the fire department.
Request 369. Alright, you'll probably be manual quite a bit with those high flights and incorrect. Alright, what's that lead unit number? Not safe here.
Listening to dispatch there, that was NS. Like I said, there's the fire department. Catoosa County Fire Department, all lit up there to the right. And again, there in the middle in the dark is our railroad platform. And where you see the bright lights way across, that's where we all voted a week ago.
Is Coffee's Cliff before 23rd Street or after?
Way after this one. Looks like south there, so Coffee's Cliff is right where it starts to make the bend from south past the airport. Okay. And the 133.9 is the defect plate. So 23rd Street, that's the but yeah, 23rd Street.
guys ready to phone in over?
It's the north end of the bugs. Yeah, and then they make the turn, and then they go past the airport. From there, they're a mile and a half to the airport. The city,
I can go in front.
if you want.
All right.
Hey, everybody, we got updates. Hang on just a second here. I know y'all are wanting to hear. So, Warren's going to come up just a little bit, and he's going to talk loud since we got the traffic going underneath here. And he's going to give y'all an update on our train. Sorry it's so dark there that his hat gives you a little bit of a, there you go. There's Warren. Take it away, Warren.
So we got an update, but it's not a very good update. But 3194 is currently having PTC problems and is stopped in front of Coffey's Cliff. Made it through 23rd Street, and then PTC just cut out right there. So they're having problems. Currently says 0 miles an hour, but we should give it a few minutes. Wait till the PTC problems are resolved, and it should get going past the airport to the bird cam and eventually to here. So that's it, and I should probably start getting going here in a little bit, but I'm gonna wait until these PTC problems are resolved. All right, thank you.
And that was, thank you, Warren. So now we just get the PTC fixed. We're going to be in business because bird cam to here won't take long, and Coffey's Cliff is not that far away from the bird cam. So we'll continue to keep track, listen to the scanner, and let's see if modern technology will start working.
M648 in Dalton.
Oh, that got it too dark.
PTC answering over. Tango 45.
M584 is behind M648 south of Dalton.
That's correct. Yeah, for light engine, you just want the locomotive count and then their length, and everything else will be zero.
So you read what he just
What do
read.
you got? What is it?
What was written?
What, Brian?
I read what was written.
Two road units. 150 feet.
Just departed going 10 miles an hour.
What's your rack, please?
Yeah, so this is 974, just got lined all the way to the north. For some reason, there's an occupied block.
All right, you have any other issues? Let us know. That's your trip.
It's amazing everybody knows all
It's
this
just
stuff.
departed going 10 miles.
We've been here since 4,
So you've been here.
and we haven't had our first train past here.
So apparently something by Dalton.
And like I said, don't worry if you think it's too dark to see a train, because we've got that covered tonight. So once we have a little more update, we'll get everything set up where we are hoping now to see the Spirit of Law Enforcement, since he's got a little technical problem thanks to modern technology. It's up to me, just do like I do. If something doesn't work, like my computer, I just unplug it, plug it back in, and that usually does the trick. So hopefully that'll work, because the Spirit of Law Enforcement, from what we understand, as Warren just told y'all, is there at Coffey's Cliff, right by Coffey's Cliff. So if he fires that up, he makes that bend, he'll be going past the airport, across the past the bird cam. So we do have the bird cam camera going. Matter of fact, we may turn it up a little bit so that we can hear his whistle there when he does get there, as all eyes are upon this. There's our hourly church bells.
Played music a while ago after it did, I think the 6 o'clock one.
Well, there, I guess it told 7 for 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Four minutes ago, the New York Central went through Cornelia, Georgia on train 154, headed to Linwood, North Carolina. And he is a mid-train DPU.
Yeah, that was, I think that's that same process that
Yeah, that makes sense. He's still down in that area. And as you know, we saw the New York Central here in Chattanooga twice on Rail Moments this past Saturday. First at Bootleggers Crossing, and then down at Jersey Pike. And now it's on its way to Linwood, North Carolina, as we hang out with Warren in downtown Ringgold, which is what you're watching. And for those of you who just jumped on, yes, all those cars are going right underneath us as we're on the pedestrian bridge over the road, and then they go under the CSX tracks right down there where you see the yellow light flashing. There's the siding track that we talked about earlier, and there's the W&A sub, the main line, right there. Going past the front of the Ringgold Depot, where at one time, back in 1863, if my memory's right, Andrews and the Raiders went right past here with the General. And at this point, when he went through here, he was probably worried because he was running out of dry wood and running out of steam. And he was so close to the Tennessee line. Oh, we got a commercial on the bird cam. They want you to buy, what is it they want you to buy? Google Wireless tonight. All right, we're back watching the bird cam, where we will see him come past there. As you know, the bird cam is in Audubon Acres, which is a bird sanctuary. It's a massive sanctuary, gazillion acres, not sure how many, but anyhow, there are no lights in the sanctuary for the bird, for Audubon Acres. So, it is totally dark. But you sure can see that train when he comes. And as those cars go underneath us, you see them pop over there on that side, on the other side of the track, through our 11-foot, 7-inch underpass.
say PTC or ATC?
It sounded like PTC, but it could be ATC.
101, go ahead.
Franklin Discord group are going after Mount 74, the safety train.
It's on its way to New Orleans.
Huh?
It's on its way to New Orleans.
Really? New
Yep.
Orleans? No, it's
The 9/11 safety train.
it's Clear Walters. It's going up to North Carolina.
It's supposed to be in New Orleans for its last training session.
I don't know, because Walters seems to be at Piedmont's control point. So.
94 is a good Wolf, and I'm ready for you there. Signal on the pitch.
I don't know.
Yeah, because they have one class. They have 1 week, and New Orleans was the last. And that was because I was looking. They have one class book. They have one set of classes and 1 more week down there, and then it's done for the season. And they're going to do some retrofitting and whatnot.
Interesting. How am I supposed to get out of here?
Where are you going? From here, you going to Tunnel Hill from here?
Tunnel Hill. Because, I mean, I would have to,
Well, I always turn left.
Who
I
wasn't
always
we?
turn right.
you always turn around?
I always do. Yeah, just make sure you're careful. Because there's no way. I don't think you can get out that way.
I mean, you could just go take a left, turn right, and then it's just find the nearest road, take a U-turn there, and
The code.
you can swear around.
Yeah, because if you go right over there, you just go up the crossing and come back down that way if you want. Or
I think that might be what I do.
it is right. But yeah, if you just go up there and turn right, you know you're right once you get up here. Don't you?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a straight shot.
Yeah, you turn left, just keep going straight, and watch that section by the Circle K because that drops there. So I think it's 45. Yeah, and they sit there all the time. Any of you are trackside to the north of us, don't be bashful, shout out if you know where our train is. And for those of you to the south of us, we'll be giving you updates. Well, actually, you'll be seeing it as it goes right past us. And yes, we are due at Casey's in 53 minutes from now, so we need the spirit of law enforcement to get in gear.
Well, I guess they wanted to put him in restricted mode, PTC at 23rd Street. He passed 24th.
So they put them in restricted mode.
So fast.
So what, 25, 30, 35? Very peaceful town that we're in here in Ringgold, as you can tell. But we do have more than one traffic light, you guys. And Dolly Parton got married here too, so we got all kinds of cool stuff here. As we dedicate today's live to our veterans. And there is the Ringgold Depot, where they are having a party inside tonight. They carried all the food in, and we didn't get invited. But we're out here having fun anyhow. Warren's keeping me out of trouble. Matter of fact, we may just have to run up to the cliff and fix that train for him, huh? You see where he's going? Well,
648 and 8584 are heading towards Tunnel Hill. So I think they're this guy. I think 141's gonna have to wait. I think 141's gonna have to wait until 648 584.
Yeah, but I said I think there's a train on the crossing there in Graysville. But if that's the case, somebody would have to wait at Tunnel Hill on that side.
I think it might be Tunnel Hill on that side, but what is it? What how fast do they go? Is this 45?
They're pretty good clip here.
45 or
So Warren and I are talking about there are 2 CSX trains coming north, right?
Yep.
2 CSX trains coming north. Also, Brian sent us that note too, that are down by Dalton. So we're all sitting here discussing what's where, who might get to go first.
yeah, so it's 648. Remember, if those two have anything interesting,
When you have a train that's as big as they are and you only have one track, they can't share well. The Crickets are certainly out on the bird cam tonight.
alright, so we do have one CSX train going through Dalton.
So that means 141 is either going to get to pass him or he's going to have to, if there is something at Graysville. And one of the 2 trains we just talked about, Warren's watching as he comes north through Dalton. So there is a CSX train coming north. 2 GEs and a standard cab, Warren said. Thank goodness it was 13 degrees warmer today than yesterday.
Looks like a fresh rebuild second album.
Because I didn't think we would be hanging out here quite this late tonight. And only wore shorts. Excuse my obstacle course.
Oh, you're fine. We'll turn around.
Oh, you come on
Are
down.
you sure?
Oh yeah, come on.
Y'all waiting on the train?
Yeah.
Ben waiting on, he's coming, just on his speed, not ours.
Yeah. Have a good evening.
Sorry.
You better hope they don't let go.
Woo! Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Say, sorry.
I'm the one blocking everything. Y'all have a fun night. Hey, we got horn. We got horn. We got horn on the scanner, not horn here.
That's it. That's the RS5T. I guess I'm stuck here. Shoot. Yeah, that's him.
Oh, there's news. I think he's at the bird cam, y'all.
Honestly, I don't know what to do.
You can do one of 2 things. Here, and I'll have the lights, or you could go right over there in that parking lot, and it's well lit.
I don't know.
You get a great light behind you.
How far is it to how long do you think is it from bird cam to here?
Bird cam to here, 15 minutes.
All right, it's 12 minutes from here. I'm gonna go ahead and head out and see mine.
Okay, he's going past right now. He's going past the bird cam right now. as we get ready. For the spirit of law enforcement, he has passed the bird cam, headed our way. All right, I think we've got that all set. Let's kind of take a look here, make sure we're good to go. As we wait on the spirit of law enforcement, coming south, past the bird cam, and headed to Ringgold here at the historic Ringgold Depot. Making sure we're all set for our pan. Couple last minute adjustments. Putting the dead cat back on. Like I said, we're getting ready. We want to make sure everything is just right. And are you guys all ready? Here on Veterans Day, where we remember and thank all those that have served, the memories and the history of Ringgold here at the depot. All right, I'm ready if you guys are. Brian said to tell y'all hi, and he said our train is right around the corner. So y'all get excited with me. Brian's about to jump on. He's going to watch it with us. He is back in Cowan. He's making sure he's sending some more exciting stuff down here. I told him just tell him to go a little faster so we don't have to wait another 20 hours. Okie doke, thanks. Bye. As the excitement rolls, Cody, are you trackside? That's it. Pump it up, people. Pump it up. As we watch the cars go under us here in historic. Pump it up, people. Pump it up. Sorry. I got us on checking the picture. Okay. We're pumped up. Yep, exactly. The W&A sub. We're looking south. And we've got hard. Thanks, Brian, for sending him this way. Next time, what do you say? Can you make it a little quicker since we've been waiting 20 hours for him to make it from Cowan to here? Okay, guys and gals, here we go.
Yeah.
Watch the card.
It's called Train Spot.
We're just filming live on Real Moments.
That is awesome. I've watched those videos of the railways.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you.
It is awesome.
Well, we had an audience here on the bridge.
Yes, sir.
Cody, Warren, you guys better get ready down at Tunnel Hill, because as you saw, he's rolling by,
It's coming down the line.
headed down, going to Tunnel Hill, where Tunnel Hill has a northbound on the siding down there. And we are going to finish up here
Yes, sir.
with a big goodbye from a rail fan
Yes, sir.
who made it out just in time to catch the Spirit of Law Enforcement rolling past the Ringgold Depot just
Yes,
now.
sir.
And from Casey and I, thanks for being with us here on Rail Moments. And we will see you at the next crossing. And like I said, it was a test in patience, but hey, it all worked out. And before we sign off, let's see if anybody's got any last minute questions or comments.
All right. Well, he got out of here, didn't
Yeah, he was
he?
rolling.
He was. Thank you, sir. You have a good night.
Hey, you too. I'm Mike.
I'm Paul.
Paul, good to meet you.
Good to meet you too, sir. What'd you say it was? Rail
Moments.
Rail moment.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll look you up, buddy.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was cool. And that was just so cool. Brian, thanks for all the input. Warren, thank you for everything. Cody, like I said, Warren and Cody, you guys get ready. He'll be to you any minute, because you saw he was rolling on. All right, we are going to go ahead and start packing. And I guess I'm going to leave you with a view. What would y'all like to see while I'm packing? There is downtown. As we hang out right here, I'm going to go ahead and pack, get ready. It's time to go see Casey. One of our flags is starting to move.
Hey, sir, what'd you say the channel was? Trail what?
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Watch the cords and everything.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Tuggle. What's your name, Tuggle?
I'm the instructor.
Okay. Buddy, and I'll call you.
And we're still packing up. And there is downtown Ringgold from high up here on the bridge as we start putting everything away that we got out. And we've got a bunch. Well, rail friends, last trip to carry everything down to the truck. Cody, Warren, good luck. Hope you got great shocks. Brian, thanks for all the updates. Hope you're home safe. And to all of you with us tonight, remember, tonight is all about our veterans and the flags that we've watched while we've been here, and honoring law enforcement and our country. Just so many thoughts. Keep everyone in your prayers. From Casey and I, it's not goodbye. We will see you at the next crossing tomorrow night. Not sure where, we'll see what's going on. But hey, we had fun, and I'm pumped. We may have waited a long time, but we got it right here. Thanks again. See y'all tomorrow, trackside.